and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the ball.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. And for the Clippers, Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Zubats in at center. Now, here's Zubats. George with the ball. Takes the 3. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo finds DiVincenzo. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. Hey, Steve, 2 defensive-minded teams in the building tonight. Both are good at getting stops.
Yeah, Kevin, this is going to be one of those chess match basketball games we get a chance to see. Difference, I think, will be the team that can somehow get easy baskets will make the difference. The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Now here is Holiday. There's the pass to Lopez. Shoots over Zubats. Lopez, no luck. And here are the Clippers. It's a 3-point game, and it's George finishing it off.
Kawhi is carving up this defense. Love his awareness. He is finding the open man.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft. That or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. George looking over the floor. A 3 from Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George.
A multi-talented scorer with range. You want to get Leonard as many touches as possible.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to Giannis. Lobbed up there for Lopez. Clock at 4. DiVincenzo against George. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. There's the 3. No good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Here's Holiday. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
And it's Leonard missing.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
Clippers leading by 6. And it's Leonard with the jam.
That's lit right there, courtesy of Kawhi's natural explosiveness.
Holiday. Down low, Lopez. It's Reggie Jackson with the rebound. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. George passes to Ibaka. Zubats with it. Outside, George. From deep 3-point range, the rebound by the Bucks. 1:42 left here in the opening quarter. And Antetokounmpo inside. Leonard's there. Here's Lopez. Lays it up off the glass.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
Now, here's George. 5 points in the game. And now we've got the intentional foul.
really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here's Kennard. Kicks to Patterson. Puts up a three. There's the steal. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
50 seconds left to play in the first. Cousins inside. Lopez covering. And that one's good. Cousins.
Taking the hit, completing the play, something DeMarcus has done his entire career at a high level.
Antetokounmpo against Patterson. Los Angeles leading by 6. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Kennard's shot is off. Buck shooting in the early going here. Pretty dreadful, 22%. Stripped away. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
The sharpshooter Kennard is valuable. A guy who stretches the floor and works very hard.
Holiday against Beverly. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And so they foul intentionally. This is his first free throw of the game. And he makes the first.
One of the more controversial players in the game. What's amazing through all the scrutiny is the consistency of Cousins' production.
6 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And stolen by Patterson. And that's an intentional foul. For Los Angeles, they have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And Cousins drops them both. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We've got more in store.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a comfortable margin here for the Clippers guys.
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Rajon Rondo is out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Mann in at the small forward spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Ibaka. Patterson comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Rajon Rondo.
allowing any room to operate. You know he's going to be aggressive.
And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That's foul number 2 for him.
His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
Milwaukee making a switch here. DiVincenzo's checked in. Here's Cousins. And no good. Great D that time from Portis. DiVincenzo passes to Tucker, and he makes good on the layup. Tucker's got it back down to single digits for Milwaukee.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Basket good.
Explosive first step off the bounce. Beverly has the speed to do this.
Here's DiVincenzo. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Bucks trail by 8.
Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully, he can stay healthy this go-around.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Dishes it to Patterson. 6 to shoot. Kennard against DiVincenzo. Patterson, that's good. Patterson's got his first bucket in this one.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
Forbes the pass to DiVincenzo. With the putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Clippers leading by 6. Beverly deciding where to go with it. From 15 feet away, off the left rim and out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Connaughton. Kennard with the rebound.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Outside, George. Passes it to Leonard. Shooting foul. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Holiday against Jackson. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Here's Antetokounmpo, and good that time. 8 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Clipper.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. one half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. From the get-go, it was the Clippers who came out strong. They put together the kind of powerful run.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile 1 block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Here's Leonard. Zubac trying to break loose. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got the first points of the second half here for Los Angeles. And here is DiVincenzo. Pass to Giannis. Back to DiVincenzo. And to Antetokounmpo inside. Working on Ibaka. And that one, good. Antetokounmpo's got 10.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Zubac kicks to George. Leonard the pass to George. Leonard, and Leonard stays with it. He's got 9.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. The long distance 3 is buried. Holiday's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Leonard. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
So explosive with the dunk. Kawhi Leonard gets up quick to slam it down.
Holiday with it. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Off target from three-point range. The Clippers in the lead. And he lays it straight in. Leonard's got 8 points in the quarter. And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Leonard finds George. Good on the three-point shot. George has got 8 points.
He doesn't need much time to get his shot off. Paul George is a dependable catch-and-shoot option.
Holiday against Ibaka. Back to Giannis. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Clippers have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. DiVincenzo against George. And there's the pass to Leonard. No good on the three.
Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He has just the 1-3, and that was in the first half.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him. Both teams deciding to change it up. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Portis drives in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Portis has got it all tied up now for Milwaukee.
That was physical D, but Bobby Portis is so strong, he finished through contact.
Rondo kicks to Kennard. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Exploding to the rim, Luke Kennard slams it in. His offensive energy is a difference maker.
And Teague, here we go. Here's Forbes, and that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. 6 points for him.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Patrick Patterson. Patrick Beverly out there with Kennard. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's man in at the 3. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And the Clippers call time here.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. With this game still up for grabs, he told his team, hey, we're in position to take this one, guys. Let's stay focused and stay together, and we'll get it done. We'll see how it plays out, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. And for Milwaukee, their shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Middleton outside. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Clippers shooting at 50% in a decent group. Here's Patterson. Gets it to fall from the right block. Patterson's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Los Angeles. The Bucks trail. Holiday, the pass to Middleton. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Puts it up from 15. Not going to go that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's Beverly. Pass to Kennard. For 3.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's Patterson. Clock at 6. Rebound, Milwaukee. Holiday. And that'll be 2 free throws. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Brooke Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. Holiday with the three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Cousins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Nobody near Leonard. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Leonard's got 10 points here in the second half. And here is Antetokounmpo. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Los Angeles leading by 7. Pass to Cousins. Jackson with it. Outside Leonard. From outside the arc. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
With their lead starting to stretch out just a little bit here late, they're in a prime position now to wrap this one up.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Jackson dishes to Cousins. It's deflected. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's the break. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Giannis. Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Inside. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Antetokounmpo.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Now here's Jackson. Oh, Leonard in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Here's Jackson. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
And a deep 3 from George. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Showing off his range. Wow, Paul George can hurt you from anywhere on the floor.
Holiday with the 3. Kept alive. And Antetokounmpo on the follow.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. George way outside. Missed. So the Clippers with the win. Some good competition, but all right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's good.
through the land of the...
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is GA.
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Jackson. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the 2. And for Brooklyn, we've got DeAndre Jordan. Harden out there with Harris. And it's Durant. And it's Griffin in at the 5. Passes to George. Harden grabs the miss.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Good work there as it goes. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. Leonard, the pass to Zubac.
What awareness there from Kawhi, waiting for his teammate to break free and then finds him.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Pass to Harris. Durant feeling it out a bit. Harris passes to Durant. Just 5 on the clock. Paul George with the steal. Leonard with the ball. Picked up by Harris. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And this is who he has become. Leonard with the great body control, takes the hit and still able to sink the shot and one.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and the championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
KD's shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And that's the high motor, the long strides we're always talking about with Leonard, killing it in transition.
Harden kicks to Harris. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Durant finds Griffin. Outside for Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And it's good for 2. Leonard's got 9 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
To stop the run. Again, Durant missing.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there. Yeah, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
It's Harden with the drive, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. Leonard, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on James Harden.
Such a difficult guy to keep up with and also have a conversation with. Leonard, sometimes all you can do is foul him.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Patterson comes in for Serge Ibaka. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for George. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson. We've got 1:18 left in the first quarter. Kennard for 3. No good that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Here's Irving. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
50 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. For the three. Rebound, Brooklyn. And here we go. The fast break with Dinwiddie. Pass to Claxton. Trying to end the drought, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Beverly dishes to Cousins. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Nets trail by 13. Here's Dinwiddie. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
The pass to Leonard. Here's Cousins. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. He put together quite a... Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverly about his throwback.
Old school basketball, you know.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin here for the Clippers guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that to get out quick.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now, here's Beverly. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Out to the right wing. Here's Mann, defended by Durant.
I love the offensive execution on that possession.
And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Nets. They trail by 11. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. The shot, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Beverly with the ball. Passes it to Cousins. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points.
Yeah, there's some explosiveness inside Kevin Durant. He shows it off there.
Clippers leading by 9. Beverly, the pass to Kennard. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around him. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to lose.
It's a solid blueprint. Patterson passes to Kennard, and the shot goes down. And the Clippers lead by 9.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Dinwiddie kicks to Durant. Launches it. That doesn't go either for KD. Clippers leading by 9. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Kennard's got 5 points now in the quarter. Dinwiddie outside. To the paint. Outside, KD. Banked in off the glass. KD's got 8.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Here's Beverly. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Kicks it to Patterson. Patterson got the loose ball, but that will be a backcourt violation. And a new group in for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Jordan comes in for Green. Joe Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Harden in for Dinwiddie. Pass to Harden. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the half. Here's Griffin. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And here's George. He kicks it to Leonard. And George, here we go. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
So good, so experienced. Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
Harden outside. From deep. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, he's so dangerous, and he's also efficient with his offensive game. Leonard right now having a tremendous offensive night.
Harris outside. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harris has got himself on the board with 3 there. Clippers leading by 9. Pass to Leonard. Here's the 3. That one's not going to go. He can't get it to go. And so we conclude the first half. Clippers ahead. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He ended up with 15 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. And a little redemption for him tonight. And that'll...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Baca is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, that's where he's a huge threat to complete any sort of alley-oop. You could throw that at the top of the square, and DJ's going to throw it in.
The pass to Leonard. Launches a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Leonard's got 18 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
On the wing, Harris. On the wing, Harden. Defended by George. From the baseline. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads. Cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Harden.
I mean, how many spots on the floor is Harden not effective from? I'll tell you, not many.
Outside, George. Stolen by Harden. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Irving's got the ball. Such a wide open look. Harris has got his second basket.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Here's Jackson. Passes it to Ibaka. And stolen by Jordan. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. And now they decide to foul intentionally. So for the Nets, Green comes in for Blake Griffin. And Durant subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And then for Los Angeles, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Zubac. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Jackson.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
And the Clippers call time here. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against.
Irving drives in. It's good. Irving's got his first points in this one.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
Kennard with 3. Sinks the triple. Kennard's got 8.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Outside, KD. Outside, Irving. Now Harden feeds it to Jordan. And stolen by Cousins. Stolen by Durant. In transition, here come the Nets. There's a minute 34 left to play in the third. Irving with a clean look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Stolen by Durant. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Harden's got 7 points for the quarter.
And defensively, you got to respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
Beverly, and yes, it's good. And the Clippers lead by 3.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Irving passes to Jordan. Back to Irving. Kicks it out to Harden. And the Nets, another 3.
Oh, boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
Beverly looking around. Past a man. And he banks in the layup.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Harden. Misses the step-back jump shot.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And Cousins kicks to Beverly. Pass to man. Here's Patterson. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And now a 4-point Clipper lead. The third quarter comes to a close. Clippers lead by 4. 2K Sports back in a moment here. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. We've got Brown, also Green out there, and it's Irving in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And the Clippers call time here.
Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. Hopefully they can get on the same page during this timeout.
The Nets making a switch here. Griffin's checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Leonard's checked in, and keeping us updated from the sideline. Let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Yeah, the step back. Irving can't hit.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Left side Ibaka. Here's Zubac. Yep, it counts.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Nets trail by 8. And a deep three from Irving. The three-pointer no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
George passes to Leonard. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And it's a 10-point Clipper lead.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Outside Jackson. On the wing, Jackson. Leonard with no one around. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. George against Irving to the inside. Griffin draws the double. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. Free throw drops for Leonard.
You think about how quickly it was that Kawhi Leonard just rocketed into superstardom. And as a leader of a very proud franchise, if you're a coach, he's everything you'd maybe want in a player.
And a new group in for the Nets. The pass to George. There's the lob to Jackson. Stolen by Harden. All by himself. Goes up. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
As crafty as they come, Harden uses that tremendous body control to his advantage.
And both free throws good for James Harden.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
On the wing, Jackson. Shot from the wing. Harden grabs the miss. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. 7-point differential.
Must see BG. You can see he stayed ready for that one. A terrific offensive talent.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Jackson. A floater from deep three-point range. Ibaka, no luck. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Zubac. Nets trail by 5. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. Harden, no good.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one. All night, they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
Harden against George. It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stuff.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
1:15 left here in the fourth quarter. Jackson with it. He's looking for Leonard and finds him.
So Griffin using the vertical on defense. That's a scary thought.
Offensive rebound. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And that is clutch. Griffin always ready to take the big one.
Here's George. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Lobs it up for Ibaka.
And this is where Ibaka's steely demeanor serves him well. No hesitation under pressure.
Leonard against Durant. Kicks it to Harden. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And they double up Jackson. Back to Leonard. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to Griffin. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. KD's got the ball. And so Los Angeles takes the win. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. For our Have concluded. So, welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Irving. Griffin is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden, and it's Harris in at the 3. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, here is Harden. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Here's Giannis. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Griffin with the rebound. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Now here's Harden. And the wide open shot from Griffin. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
You know, Harden will burn you when you overcommit and leave guys open. He's excellent at sensing when you're out of position.
Holiday looking over the floor. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Outside Durant. Harris finds KD. Harden outside. Back to KD. Fires from 14. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now Irving. On the wing, Harris. The three ball. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Milwaukee's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
And here's Irving, following the three-pointer by Chris Middleton. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Bucks have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now, he and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
The Bucks have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Outside Holiday. Now the pass to Antetokounmpo. Middleton for 3. The rebound by the Nets. Harden surveying the D. A three-pointer off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton from downtown. That shot no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. At the top of the key, Durant. Harris outside. Outside Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Durant the pass to Harris. Over Giannis. KD's shot is off.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Outside Holiday. Traps in the tray. Holiday's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Bucks.
With deep range and a wide arsenal of moves, Holiday keeps defenders off balance.
Harden with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Harris dishes to Griffin. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Middleton. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Lets it go with a 3. They grab their own miss. Antetokounmpo. Three-pointer. And Holiday is good for 3. Holiday's got 9.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
I like the activity there, keeping the ball alive and creating some second-chance buckets.
Now, here is Harden. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Durant kicks to Irving. Over Middleton. Griffin's shot is off.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that...
And so it's Milwaukee heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving.
Being able to go through adversity and come up strong.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bucks.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They're crashing the offensive glass hard, too. I mean, they've dropped in several second-chance baskets.
Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Holiday, and it's Forbes in at the two-guard spot. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Outside Holiday. Dinwiddie with the rebound. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 7-point differential.
Tell you what, this is what Irving can do now. He'll leak out and then make the right read in transition.
The Bucks shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Outside Holiday. Brooklyn with the rebound.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside. But he can't get it going here.
Pass to Claxton. Dinwiddie outside. Shot clock at 5. Green finds Dinwiddie. Misses the 3. Milwaukee leading by 5. Outside Holiday. Holiday with another miss.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Forbes the pass to Holiday. From deep. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
They get it again. Portis, the pass to Tucker. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. It's the Nets now. Nets trail by 3. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Claxton. Irving with it. From the line. Again, the Nets for 2. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Irving from long range. That shot is off. The Bucks go the other way with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Forbes can't get it to go. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Dinwiddie's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
Yeah, and the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
Holiday with the 3. Dinwiddie with the rebound. The Nets on offense. They're on a 12-3 run. Claxton the pass to Green. Off target from outside. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Outside Holiday. Buries it from 3-point range. Holiday's got 15 points.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
Irving passes to Claxton. The kick out to Irving. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Outside Holiday. Three-pointer. That one doesn't drop. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
Thanks a lot, Kyrie. What got you going in the first?
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They lead by 1 point. Kenny, what's your viewpoint? And
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close to the game it's been so far. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got DeAndre Jordan. Brown out there with Luwawu. And it's Claxton in at the 4 spot.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Bryn Forbes. And a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Irving's checked in for Brown. And James Harden subbed in for Dinwiddie. T dishes to Middleton. That 3 off the mark. The Nets with the lead. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Good D by Harden.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
KD with it. Picked up by Teague. The shot comes out.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Bucket is good. Antetokounmpo's got his first 2 points.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
DiVincenzo against Irving. Durant with the wide open look. And the 3 off target.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Harden against Teague. Here's Griffin. Harden outside. Shot clock at 6. The 3 from KD. Irving. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Irving's got 10 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. Pass to Griffin. Kicks to Durant. And he gets it to go from the corner. And the Nets lead by 1.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Back to Giannis. The tray. It's good from long range. Giannis has got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Durant down low. Lopez covering. Griffin's shot is off.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. From outside, off the mark. In transition, here come the Nets. KD's got the ball. No problems knocking that one down. Durant's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
And, you know, the timing Durant has. Does a nice job, really excels at pulling up and then stopping on the dime, straight up, straight down off the dribble and delivering.
From deep three-point range, and it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got his 5th rebound in this one. Irving with a clean look. Off target with his 3. The Bucks shooting pretty terrible here in the 3rd quarter at around 30%. For 3, Middleton hits it from three-point range. Middleton's got 6 points.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And the slam by Blake Griffin.
That's one of the areas he's really improved. Durant's passing abilities have grown as his years in the league have grown.
T gets to Middleton. Fires from deep. Harden grabs the miss. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. They trail by 1. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Luwabu's shot is off. The Bucks shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. Middleton for 3. Another miss by Middleton. Fires from 18. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Irving.
And, you know, Harden's a high percentage shooter from mid-range. If you don't close fast on him, he'll burn you.
For 3, Middleton, and he's good on the 3 ball. 9 points in the game so far as we approach the 4th quarter. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Bucks ahead, leading by just 2. We'll take a quick break and get you back to the action. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. P.J. Tucker is out there with Portis. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's Holiday. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Outside Holiday. That shot misses. And Brooklyn will come the other way. An even 3-on-3 break. Harris passes to KD. From deep. Rebound, Milwaukee. Portis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Durant's gone 2 for 7 from the field. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Connects from three-point range.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Durant.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Outside Holiday, 5 on the clock. Middleton for 3. Milwaukee the rebound.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him, trying to shut the door on this one.
Milwaukee has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Holiday finds Portis. And Holiday is good for 3. Holiday's got 21.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Boy, the timing of Griffin really superb in these situations. He has a great sense for when to leave the floor on these alley-oop jams.
And the pass to Middleton. And that one drops for him. And the Bucks lead by 4.
You can really see Middleton now starting to emerge as a leader for this team. Whenever they're looking for an important basket, he provides it.
Passes it to Harris. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists in the game.
Harris has been in these situations before. He's a veteran player and very calm taking the big shots.
Holiday with the 3. Rebounded by the Nets.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Harden's shot is good.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
From deep three-point range, the shot by Holiday, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
Outside Holiday, and it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Brown. Brown's got 3 assists in the game. Harden against Holiday. Portis trying to free himself. Another miss by Holiday.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Brooklyn.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside, and that was working all game long.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for James Harden.
He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Offensive rebound. Portis kicks to Middleton. To end the run, drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, I like seeing Middleton stroke it from downtown. That release of his, pure as white-driven snow.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Harden, no good. Outside Holiday from deep. That shot, no good.
It's pretty clear that Middleton takes pride in his defense. If he can't block his...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap. Coming up next, the Bucks taking up. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for... Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Jackson. Baca is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George, and it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotations.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season. And we talk about Georgia's confidence. When you have that kind of range, you should be confident.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Holiday. Pass to Middleton. The three. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. 14 feet away. George, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Leonard on the wing. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Outside Holiday. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Paul George with the steal. Pass to Leonard. Here's Zubac. Lopez covering. Trying to get open is Ibaka.
And PG, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Here's Leonard. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive. Oh, my God, they can't buy one. 0 for 4. Sometimes this happens.
And Ibaka is right there.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Antetokounmpo passes to Holiday. Can they get it? That one, no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. The shot by George, wide open. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Bucks trail by 12.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Shot's good by Middleton.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
Outside Leonard. Ibaka outside. No good on the triple. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Bucks. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Leonard kicks to George. Six to shoot. He's looking for Leonard and finds him.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Clippers leading by 11. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bucks. Bryn Forbes comes in for Drew Holiday. And then for the Clippers, Mann's checked in. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Jackson. From deep, Giannis. Milwaukee the rebound. Here's Portis, and the shot goes in.
Must put a body on Portis. He loves to crash the offensive glass.
Rondo with it. Over to the left wing. Man. Offline with his 3.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And boy, Kawhi is the perfect target. The big reach to get to the pass and the great hands on the catch.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
Here's Beverly. Kicks it to Morris. Lots of room. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
This has been a beatdown right here, possibly over before it began.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis to explain the origin of the underdog label.
You know, I think the underdog story, started when I was a kid.
And Greg Klein, with a chip on his shoulder, has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Guys, we've seen a confident-looking Clippers team out there.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for the Clippers right now, Rajon Rondo is out there with Kennard. Then there's Batum. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Man in at the small forward.
Drew does it how it's supposed to be done. Changes ends quickly, puts himself in the right position to finish.
Beverly, the pass to Kennard. To the middle. Morris kicks to Kennard. Drills the three-pointer. Kennard's got the lead up to 12 now for Los Angeles.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now Beverly. No points in the game yet for him. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second.
Who's watching here?
Outside, Batum. Floats it up for Cousins. That shot off.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Here's Portis. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Los Angeles leading by 10. Passes it to Kennard. From past the arc. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Kennard's got 6 points in the quarter. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Beverly against Holiday. Kennard for 3. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Great look by Portis. For a young player, he really understands what they're trying to do.
The pass to Kennard. Fires the 3. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. Bucks trail by 8. Outside Holiday. Here's Forbes. And it's off from 3-point range. And so Cousins will bring it up for Los Angeles. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
One of the best passes at the center position. Just another way Cousins affects scoring.
Holiday, the pass to Forbes. Connaughton kicks to Forbes. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Bucks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
In talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Drew Holiday.
That quick burst off the pick allows Jackson to separate and get the look he wants.
DiVincenzo passes to Forbes. This one for 3. Drills it from outside. Forbes has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Poor defense there. That's his bread and butter. You have to crowd him out on the perimeter.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Out to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. No good from Zubac. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. No good with the triple. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, well, the story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 8. And that's...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Jackson passes to George. And here is Zubac. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
Bucks trail by 7. Holiday surveying the floor. Down low. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Holiday.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
Jackson finds Leonard. To the paint. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. 5 to shoot. Crafty move. Rebounded by the Bucks.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
No coverage that time.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Outside Jackson. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's foul number 2 for him. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Los Angeles. Giannis outside. For the lead. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins.
Even though that one didn't go down, I like the offensive game plan here. 3 for 4 coming out of the break.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Outside Holiday. From beyond the arc and then some. Holiday's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. George dishes to Jackson. Pass to Leonard. There's the triple. And no good that time. And Milwaukee the other way now. The 3 for DiVincenzo. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Cousins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. There's the lob to Jackson, taken away by Holiday. And it's the Bucks on the break. Middleton leading the charge. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one. Now here's Jackson. 1:49 left to play in the third. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Just 4 to shoot. Tucker the pass to Portis. Over Ibaka. That misses off the backboard. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Clippers. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. The Clippers have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Beverly looking around. Oh, Morris in position. And stolen by Jeff Teague. Here is Forbes. Kennard covering. The kick out to Teague. Clock at 6. Here's Portis. Here's Tucker. Great D that time from Batum. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Los Angeles shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
And the Bucks making a change here. Connaughton's checked in. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. And here is Teague. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
The shot off that time. Tie game in Milwaukee. And we'll be back with you right after this. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And Los Angeles guys shooting about 42% so far. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's man in at the 2 spot. Rondo, good.
Rondo from outside. How about that?
T kicks to Giannis. Lays it up and banks it in.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
It's the 4th quarter, and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Kennard. From deep. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Teague, the pass to Lopez. Hangs. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. And the Bucks lead by 1.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Outside Rondo. Fires the 3. Leonard inside. Antetokounmpo's there. Leonard, no luck. Here's Nora. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
In this half, a more entertaining one. The pace is picked up, tougher defense, better ball movement.
And the Clippers call time here.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now, it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Kevin, we'll see if they can make that adjustment.
Common occurrence for Leonard. Once he makes his way to the rim, Kawhi levels up.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Holiday. And stolen by Cousins. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Jackson passes to Ibaka. Over Middleton.
And a struggle here to find a rhythm in the second half. The field goal percentage starting to tail off in a big way.
DiVincenzo with it. George picks him up. DiVincenzo finds Antetokounmpo, and he gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 4 now for Milwaukee. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Leonard looking around. Jacks up a 3. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got 3 assists now in this one.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
When momentum is crucial, Holiday steps up his level of play.
There's 1:47 left in the fourth quarter of this one. George against DiVincenzo. Back to Leonard. Outside, George. Just 5 to shoot. Floats it up for Cousins. No good on that one. Good D by Lopez. Milwaukee leading by 3. Giannis outside. 1:15 left in the fourth. Yes, that goes in. Giannis has got 6 points in the quarter.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're down by 5. We've got 1:13 left to play in the final quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Drew Holiday.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Morris comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Kennard in for Reggie Jackson.
Trying to ice this one, Kawhi showing his evolution as a closer.
59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo, no good. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo, and Holiday has it in the corner. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Outside Holiday. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
That's just being out of sync, and at the worst time, costly.
This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Kennard for 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Count it!
And that bucket was absolutely huge. A defensive stop now may just seal the deal. Yeah, free throws put them in an excellent position to win this thing now. It's all in the hands of the D.
And the Clippers call time here. They trail by 2. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
But I'm curious to see, will they go for a 2 to tie or a 3 to win it all?
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Leonard, the pass to Ibaka. It's off.
I love
the coach's challenge has been issued. Post game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in answer. So And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players final. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Durant, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Griffin, and it's Harris in at the 3. And for Los Angeles, they've got Jackson. Ivica Zubac is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Paul George, and it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Harden. From 13, nice touch on the bank shot. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players. But you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Here's Leonard. After the basket by Brooklyn. From the arc. The rebound by Harden. And here are the Nets. 4-point game. And Durant, here we go. Yep, that one goes in there.
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic at slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride of his and his speed, lethal combination.
Jackson finds Leonard. Leonard draws the double, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And Brooklyn has possession. For Brooklyn, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Outside Durant, back to Harden. Shot clock at 5. Here's Durant, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Red hot so far, 4 for 4. Cooking with gas, couldn't draw it up any better.
Outside Jackson. To the inside. Here's Leonard, rejected by Harris. Durant against Ibaka. Irving. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
Al Harden passes to Durant. He kicks to Harris. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Now, here's George. Leonard on the wing. No good on that one. Griffin with some nice D.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
No good from Irving.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Here is Harden. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Harden the pass to Griffin. Unable to get that one. The Clippers go the other way with it. Here's Leonard. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And at about 230 pounds, Leonard is a well-built specimen. Can absorb defenders like it's nothing.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Zubac. Luke Kennard comes in for George. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
The Nets making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. Here's Batum. Finished off the break.
And, you know, that wingspan, those arms are very long for Batum. Uses them well to score through contact.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Jordan high post. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Here's Beverly. And there's the pass to Cousins. Morris, left side. Again, Los Angeles.
Boy, a very capable passer. DeMarcus Cousins does a solid job recognizing where to go with the ball.
Dinwiddie finds Green. On the wing, Brown. Back to Dinwiddie. Pass to Claxton. Back to Jordan. Rebound by the Clippers. And now the Clippers on the break. There's the lob to the hoop.
And getting out in transition has been a big part of this run that they're on.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Brown outside. The three. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Clippers on top. They're up by 1. And it seems like players are constantly changing teams.
As a team, as a unit, as a roster, we've had a
Greg Dinwiddie, one of those players who seems to adapt to any situation.
I mean, he's versatile, total team player, will do whatever is asked of him. He's really emerged after being picked in the second round a few years ago.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Brown. Joe Harris is out there with Green, and it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. Jordan, he's checked in for the Nets. And so Cousins will bring it up for Los Angeles. Pass to Kennard. Beverly wide open. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
And it's Brown missing. The Clippers in the lead. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Cousins, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Dinwiddie's shot is off. Clippers have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Dinwiddie with the steal. And Brown throws it down hard.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Nets.
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jumper.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
Brown dishes to Dinwiddie. Back to Brown. Inside. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Boy, this is where Jordan really does most of his eating, finishing after setting a solid screen.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Morris kicks to Kennard. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Claxton.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And it's Brown missing. The Clippers trail. Morris passes to Kennard. Floats it up for Cousins. Kennard finds Cousins. Clippers moving the ball around. Back to Batum. Shot clock at 6. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Los Angeles with another miss. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And there's Green on the assist by Jordan. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Leonard comes in for Nicholas Batum. George is checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. Griffin dishes to KD. Count it.
Boy, being able to score from any place on the court makes Durant a space creator for his team. I mean, it's not just inside. It's not just threes. It's that mid-range game, too.
And George kicks to Jackson. We've got 1:18 left to play in the first half. Passes it to Leonard. Goes back up. The shot, no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Harden with it. Guarded now by Morris. Count that bucket. And now a 6-point Brooklyn lead.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
George with the bucket.
And, you know, that's one of George's go-to shots. He's a three-point shooter who spaces the floor well.
Harden scanning the floor. Shoots the three. Good on the triple. Harden's got 7.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Jackson finds Leonard. 27 seconds left in the second quarter. Blake Griffin pulls it in. Nets leading by 6. And that one clearly a foul. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed. And the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video...
And we've finished one half of basketball. Nets lead by 6.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, DLOD up here. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good action during the period. And that...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Rocket is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Jackson. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Harden the pass to Griffin. And here is Harris. Harden kicks to Harris. From deep 3-point range, it's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harris has got 5 points so far.
You know, in the gym range, that's Joe Harris. He was the 2019 3-point contest winner, showing you why right there.
Right side Jackson. Outside Leonard. The Clippers rebound.
And you could see he knew exactly where that long rebound was coming off, able to get there quickly and snatch it up.
Clippers trail by 7. Right side Jackson. Kicks it to Leonard. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, when he was in high school in California, Kawhi won the state's Mr. Basketball Award. And you look at the list of guys who've won that award over the years, it has a lot of the all-time greats on it.
Jeff Green, he's checked in for Blake Griffin. Harden the pass to KD. Back to Harden. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 9.
Yeah, that barrel-chestedness of Harden's, so much strength and body control. It's hard to stop him from scoring.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. They trail by 7. Lobs it up for Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
And the slithery agility of Ibaka. Not many guys can go up with him to stop the catch and dunk.
Harden with it. He's got 9. The dish to Durant. Releases. And it's good off the back rim and in. KD's got 8 points.
Well, that jumper is so effortless coming out of Durant's hands. I mean, it's cash money more times than not.
And George, here we go. And George with the stuff.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guy, still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Green draws the double. On the wing, Harris. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Leonard looking around. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. The Nets also changing it up. Jordan, he's checked in for Harris. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Kevin Durant. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Clippers trail by 10. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And again, no good by the Clippers. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Batum. Kennard kicks to Batum. Now the pass to Cousins. Back to Batum. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
You know, he's become more perimeter-oriented over time, but Nick Batum more than capable of scoring inside.
Dinwiddie outside. Here's Irving. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Irving's got the lead up to 10 now for Brooklyn.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
No good from Cousins.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Well, he just didn't make the catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Beverly feeling it out a bit. Up in time. And that one released in time, but no good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. We'll make it. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Griffin. Green is out there with Durant. Then there's Brown. And it's Irving at the point guard. KD passes to Brown. 6 to shoot. Rondo with the steal. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Drops in the layup for 2. Leonard's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Clippers. Now Irving. And they go to the intentional foul. So for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Bruce Brown. Dinwiddie passes to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Lobs it up for Jordan. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Beverly.
You know, when Beverly plays with that kind of energy, it's infectious. Sprinting the floor like that, an example of that energy.
Irving dishes to Durant. Rebound by the Clippers, and he commits the intentional foul. Brown is checked in for the Nets. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And Beverly kicks to Morris. His three-pointers off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Durant finds Dinwiddie. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Timeout. Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, and something else they've done all through this one is knock down the mid-range jump shot whenever they've had the chance.
And the Clippers call time here.
And guys, aggressive in creating his own shots, but thus far they have not been falling. Probably a good time to try and devote some of that energy to getting others involved.
Both teams will make substitutions. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Harden bounce pass, stolen by George. Leonard inside. Harris is there. Kicks it out to Leonard. Trying to get open as Ibaka. Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Kawhi Leonard.
They didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first, but the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
Here's Durant. The step-back jumper is good. Durant's got 5 points now this quarter.
And we've seen Durant now hit big shots before. He's no stranger to the moment. Actually, this guy relishes the moment.
Leonard inside, guarded by Harris, and then Leonard with the dunk.
And guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moments.
Lobs it up for Jordan. It doesn't go for him.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Jackson kicks to George. 5 on the clock. And George with the stuff.
And George just has an uncanny knack for providing these kinds of baskets. And he makes it look so easy.
Harden outside. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Jordan's shot is off. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the Nets making a change here. Griffin's checked in. George looking over the floor. A 3 from Leonard. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Durant with a wide open look. It falls!
Somebody lit a fire under Kevin Durant.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Outside, George. To the inside. Count it!
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Harden against George. Left side Durant, just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Leonard. It's in!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And the Clippers call time here. They're behind by 3. 19 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Kevin Durant.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Outside, George can't knock in the 3. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. There below is now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. And for the Nets, we've got Harden. Durant is out there with Harris. Then there's Irving. And it's Griffin in at the 5 down low. Now here is Holiday. Beyond the arc. Lopez. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, it's just solid awareness by Brook Lopez, working hard to get his team a second opportunity.
Harden finds Irving. Back to Harden. Harris outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Middleton. Harris, no good. And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee. Giannis outside. They get the rebound. The kick out to Holiday. Lopez outside. Here's the 3. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Irving against Holiday. Right side, Irving. Harden outside. No good from outside. Bucks have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. From deep. And KD the bucket on the assist by Harris.
Well, Kevin Durant goes right up with it. Doesn't give the defense a chance to react.
Outside Holiday. On the wing, Giannis. Trying to get open as Lopez. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Stolen by Middleton. DiVincenzo with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Here's Holiday. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
And capable of making these in his sleep. Holiday has tremendous confidence and touch on that mid-range.
Now, here is Irving. Out to Harris. There's the pass to Griffin. Over Lopez. Griffin's shot is off.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
From the high post. Here's Antetokounmpo. Griffin with the steal. Irving with a clean look. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
Boy, the floor spacing that Kyrie Irving brings to the table is impressive. This guy can cash in from deep consistently.
Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Lopez inside, defended by Griffin. Lopez, no luck. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. Outside Durant. High post try, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Durant's got 5 now. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Brown is checked in for Irving. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. Now here is Harris. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Dinwiddie passes to Brown. 5 to shoot. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And it's off from three-point range.
Oh, what a dunk!
Look out below!
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Now here is Harris. It's Brown on the wing. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And Brown drops them both. 19 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Connaughton. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Fast break. Here we go. Claxton with the bucket.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
From deep. And so the first quarter is in the books. Nets lead by 6. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the grind.
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
We've got Brown. Joe Harris is out there with Green, and it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now here's Dinwiddie. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Claxton. Back to Dinwiddie. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Here is Forbes. Dinwiddie covering. There's the lob to Portis. And the basket is good.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Harris against Middleton. Harris dishes to Dinwiddie. Down low. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And then for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Here now is Dinwiddie. Following the three from Drew Holiday. Dinwiddie finds Green, launches it. Brooklyn gets it back with the new shot clock at 14. Now Dinwiddie. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And Jeff Green, the bucket on the assist by Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists now in this one.
And Doris, make no mistake about it. Spencer Dinwiddie is looking to score. An instant offense type of player.
And Spencer Dinwiddie knows what his role is, and he plays it perfectly. He can go a little hot and cold for stretches, but he doesn't let it affect him. Dinwiddie's always going to provide that offensive punch that's so critical for you.
Here's Claxton. Stolen by Tucker. Fast break, Milwaukee. Middleton leading the charge. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Clock at 6. Feeds to Lopez. Over Green. Lopez, no luck.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Pass to Luwawu. Holiday against Dinwiddie. And there it is for him. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 7 now for Brooklyn.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with the basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Holiday gets the bucket.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
On the wing ground. Defended by DiVincenzo. Dinwiddie's shot is off. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Takes the 3. Doesn't go that time. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Here's Dinwiddie. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's Dinwiddie after the basket by Milwaukee. 27 seconds left now here in the second. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Now here is Holiday. He's got 8 from downtown. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Makes it off the glass. Lopez has got his second bucket of the game to go.
They're simply going to have to do more than that on the defensive end. Lopez too big for the defense there.
The pass to Claxton. Wide open look. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They have a 2-point lead. Kenny, how'd you feel? And
after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
On the court for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. Here's Holiday following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Shot to stop the run. Offensive rebound, Bucks. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bucks. Bryn Forbes comes in for Drew Holiday. Here's Nwora. And it's good, 2 points. Nwora's got his first points of the game.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
On the wing, Harden. Here's KD. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 5 assists in the game.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Irving with the ball. 5 points in the game. Griffin kicks to Harden. Oh, Griffin in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
I feel like they could execute this play in their sleep. Griffin, one of the premier alley-oop finishers in the league.
And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted 3-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their 3-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Nets leading by 7. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Irving passes to Griffin. Here's Durant. Good, nice job down low. Durant's got the lead up to 9 now for Brooklyn.
I think your best option defensively is to try to keep the ball out of Durant's hands, because if he's that close, he will convert.
From outside the arc, Nwora can't get it to go.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Harden, that's good.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct
just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Antetokounmpo.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now, here is Harden. Durant finds Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Green, he's checked in for Harris. The Bucks making a switch here. .116 left in the third quarter of the game. From deep, Harden. That one misses. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Holiday with it. He's picked up by KD. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. And the Nets miss again. Bucks trail by 8. Here's Antetokounmpo. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Griffin. Steps back and fires. And contact. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
At the line for your Nets, Kevin Durant. 2 shots.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And so he makes both from the line.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. Offensive rebound, Lopez. Pass to DiVincenzo. Just 5 on the clock. Giannis inside. KD's on him. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall. Irving from long range. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Irving's got 8.
You simply cannot give Kyrie Irving room to run in the open floor. This guy is a phenomenal transition player.
No one covering.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And so it's Brooklyn with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. All right, now a chance to set the floor, courtesy of catering. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So for Brooklyn now, Griffin is out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. Then there's Harris. And it's Brown in at the 2. Irving surveying the floor. The kick out to Brown. To the paint. And here's Griffin. Shoots the 3. Rebound by Brook Lopez. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. DiVincenzo's got 4 points in the quarter. Nets leading by 6. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving.
Well, we've seen this 1 or 2 times, have we not? DeAndre Jordan, finishing end of the alley-oop. Nice.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3 ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Lopez with the steal. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Releases. Rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one. There's the lob to Brown. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Tucker trying to get open as Lopez. The rebound by Luwawu. The Nets with the lead. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
Outside Holiday. The rebound by the Nets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Brown kicks to Luwawu Cabarrot. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 6 rebounds now in the game. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Tucker the pass to Middleton. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Green is checked in for Brooklyn. The Bucks also changing it up. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here's Jordan over Lopez. Good D by Lopez.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
Holiday with the 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
And with a good array of moves, Holiday can pull up for jumpers because he keeps defenders guessing.
Dinwiddie against Holiday. Here's Claxton. And the Nets miss again. Bucks trail by 7. Outside Holiday. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
With experience, skill, and ability, Holiday makes for the perfect go-to scoring option.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. For the 3. No good from Connaughton. Nets leading by 6. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. And that one is stuffed right through.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Green dishes to Jordan. Back to Green. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Claxton. Hits the 3-point bomb. And it's an 11-point Nets lead.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Brooklyn.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Blake Griffin.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Middleton for 3. They get it back. Lopez kicks to Connaughton. For 3, Middleton gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Middleton leading the charge. Another miss by Middleton. So it's the Nets picking up the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.